Hey guys, what's going on? Stevan Cyrus of SC Reports. Hey, it's good to see you here. Guys, let's talk about Pascal Siakam. Now, we already did a video on Pascal Siakam potentially going to the Kings. This is what we've heard over the last few days, but now the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings are both making big pushes, and they are quote-unquote enamored with Pascal Siakam. Now, personally for me, I want to see what Pascal Siakam can do on this team. I think it's way too early to trade him. We're treating him like Ben Simmons. Okay, yes, he's done the one spin move thing, but he's still developing, right? I think that Pascal Siakam is fine where he is in Toronto, and Bobby Webster has said don't put stock into these rumors, and that the whole plan was to always build around Pascal, OG, and Fred, which makes sense with the timeline that the Raptors are trying to do. But let's talk about some of these trade talks, and if they are serious, let's talk about what the Raptors should expect from either trade. So, like I said with the Kings, we're going to keep this one short. If the Kings were to trade for Pascal Siakam, I want either, De'Aaron Fox or Tyrese Halliburton. They're young, they'll go right into our system perfectly, and they will also fit that timeline. But again, I think that we have enough forwards. I think that a good point guard is what we would be missing. And a guy like Halliburton or De'Aaron Fox would be great. Looking at the Golden State Warriors, I just don't know, right? Like, James Wiseman is obviously the first pick that we would go with. But I feel like Toronto should get more than just James Wiseman, because for Golden State, they're getting their third option, like right off the bat. They can either go to Pascal or Andrew Wiggins. Some people have said to throw Andrew Wiggins into that trade, which would send him home to Toronto. I don't know about that. I don't know if Wiggins is ready to go from potentially a championship team back down to a projected team that is going to take a few years to get back to contention. So I don't know if Wiggins would be okay with that. So James Wiseman obviously is the first candidate, possibly some picks. And maybe we can work something out there, And the Clippers, I don't know, really. Terrence Mann, he's a nice young prospect that I would like to see bring in. I believe the Clippers also have a hold of B.J. Armstrong from Kentucky. He was at first a really high draft pick, but didn't live up to expectations while he was at Kentucky. I think that he needed to stay another year, but he ended up going to the draft, almost didn't get drafted. But he ended up going to the Clippers. In fact, one of the only guys in the second round to get a fully guaranteed contract. So, maybe a combination of Man, Boston, and maybe a second round pick. So again, when it comes to the Clippers and Golden State, they're trading for a third option, someone that is going to be perfect in that role and do phenomenal things. Pascal Siakam is no slouch, right? Like, he is perfect in that role. He's already won a championship. He's proven that he can score and be effective on a championship level team, which is why Golden State, which is why the Clippers are interested. Sacramento, I don't know, right? They're not close. But, when we look at the Clippers and Golden State, these guys don't have a lot to give us other than a few young pieces that might fit our timeline, right? Like Pascal for James Wiseman, we do need a center. We do have a ton of different forwards. But personally, for me, I think Pascal Siakam should stay. He's averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. He's only getting better at contributing and getting out assists. So I personally feel like Pascal should stay in Toronto. Let's see what this core can do. It is far too early. And we are being way too reactive to one bad bubble season and a little bit of an up and down season where Pascal Siakam wasn't even in Toronto. And he admitted that he was having a hard time in Tampa as well. So I think that we should take that all into consideration and remember that Pascal Siakam, before COVID hit, was playing like a dark horse MVP. The Raptors were doing phenomenal, okay? And I think we need to see this through, at least for a season or two. Let's keep seeing what Pascal Siakam does and how he continues to grow as a player. So, guys, that's what I obviously think about this. Let me know what you guys think about Pascal Siakam in this situation. Do you think we should trade him to one of these teams for potentially a young guard or a big center? Let me know in the comments down below. Share this with a friend. And, guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out, y'all.